career of Kareena Kapoor. Kareena Kapoor, born September 21, 1980, also known by her married name Kareena Kapoor Khan, is an Indian actress who appears in Hindi films. She is the daughter of actors Randhir Kapoor and Babita, and the younger sister of actress Karisma Kapoor. Noted for playing a variety of characters in a range of film genres, from romantic comedies to crime dramas, Kapoor is the recipient of several awards, including 6 Filmfare Awards, and is one of Bollywood's most popular and highest-paid actresses. After making her acting debut in the 2000 war film Refugee, Kapoor established herself in Hindi cinema with roles in the historical drama Asoka, and the blockbuster melodrama Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham, both 2001. This initial success was followed by a series of commercial failures and repetitive roles, which garnered her negative reviews. The year 2004 marked a turning point for Kapoor when she played against type in the role of a sex worker in the drama Shamili. She subsequently earned wide critical recognition for her portrayal of a right victim in the 2004 drama Death and a character based on William Shakespeare's heroine Desdemona in the 2006 crime film Omkara. She went on to receive Filmfare Awards for Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress for her performances in the 2007 romantic comedy Jab We Met and the 2010 drama We Are Family, respectively. Kapoor achieved further success by featuring as the female lead in 2 of India's top-grossing productions, the 2009 comedy drama Three Idiots and the 2015 social drama Bajrangi Bhaijaan, and received praise for her roles in the 2009 thriller Kurban and the 2012 drama Heroine. Married to actor Saif Ali Khan, with whom she has a son, Kapoor's off-screen life is the subject of widespread coverage in India. She has a reputation for being outspoken and assertive, and is recognized for her contributions to the film industry through her fashion style and film roles. In addition to film acting, Kapoor is a stage performer and has contributed as a co-author to 3 books, an autobiographical memoir and 2 nutrition guides. She has also launched her own clothing line in association with the retail chain Globus. Early life and background, see also, Kapoor family, Kareena and Karisma Kapoor with their mother Babita, pictured with mother Babita, left, and sister Karisma. In an interview with journalist Veer Sanghvi, Kapoor stated that growing up with the 2 of them helped her become strong and independent. Born on September 21, 1980 in Bombay, now Mumbai, Kapoor, often informally referred to as Bibo, is the younger daughter of Randhir Kapoor and Babita, nee Shivdasani. Her elder sister Karisma is also an actress. She is the paternal granddaughter of actor and filmmaker Raj Kapoor, maternal granddaughter of actor Hari Shivdasani, and niece of actor Rishi Kapoor. According to Kapoor, the name Kareena was derived from the book Anna Karenina, which her mother read while she was pregnant with her. She is of Punjabi descent on her father's side, and on her mother's side she is of Sindhi and British descent. As a child, Kapoor regularly practiced Hinduism with her family, but was also exposed to Christianity from her mother. Describing herself as a very naughty and spoiled child, Kapoor's exposure to films from a young age kindled her interest in acting. She was particularly inspired by the work of actresses Nargis and Meena Kumari. Despite her family background, her father disapproved of women entering films because he believed it conflicted with the traditional maternal duties and responsibility of women in the family. This led to a conflict between her parents, and they separated. She was then raised by her mother, who worked several jobs to support her daughters until Karisma debuted as an actress in 1991. After living separately for several years, her parents reconciled in October 2007. Kapoor remarked, "My father is also an important factor in my life, though we did not see him often in our initial years. We are a family now." Kapoor attended Jamna Banarsi School in Mumbai, followed by Welham Girls' School in Dehradun. She attended the institution primarily to satisfy her mother, though later admitted to liking the experience. According to Kapoor, she wasn't inclined towards academics though received good grades in all her classes except mathematics. After graduating from Welham, she studied commerce for 2 years at Mithibai College in Valpal, Mumbai. Kapoor then registered for a 3-month summer course in microcomputers at Harvard Summer School in the United States. She later developed an interest in law, and enrolled at the Government Law College, Mumbai. During this period, she developed a long-lasting passion for reading. However, after completing her first year, Kapoor decided to pursue her interest to become an actress. She began training at an acting institute in Mumbai mentored by Kishore Namit Kapoor, a member of the Film and Television Institute of India, FTII. Acting career, see also, Kareena Kapoor Filmography, Career Beginnings, Breakthrough and Setback, 2000-03. While training at the institute, Kapoor was cast as the female lead in Rakesh Roshan's Kaho Na Pyar Hai, 2000, opposite his son, Hrithik Roshan. Several days into the filming, however, she abandoned the project. Kapoor later explained that she had benefited by not doing the film since more prominence was given to the director's son. She debuted later that year alongside Abhishek Bachchan in J.P. Dutta's war drama Refugee. Set during the Indo-Pakistani War of 1971, the film centers on a man who illegally transports civilians back and forth across the border. Kapoor portrayed Naz, a Bangladeshi girl who falls in love with Bachchan's character while illegally migrating to Pakistan with her family. Her performance was acclaimed by critics. Tarun Adarsh of Bollywood Hungama described her as a natural performer and noted the ease with which she emotes the most difficult of scenes, while India Today reported that Kapoor belonged to a new breed of indie film actors that breaks away from character stereotypes. On the experience of acting in her first film, Kapoor described it as tough, but also a great learning experience. Refugee was a moderate box office success in India and Kapoor's performance earned her the Filmfare Award for Best Female Debut. Kareena Kapoor smiling away from the camera, Kapoor at the book launch of Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham. In 2001, Bollywood Hungama reported that the success of the film proved a breakthrough for her. For her second release, Kapoor was paired opposite Tushar Kapoor in Satish Kaushik's box office hit Mujhe Chiku Kena Hai, 2001. A review in The Hindu noted that based on her first two films, she was definitely the actress to watch out for. She next starred alongside Jackie Shroff and Hrithik Roshan in Subhash Ghai's Flop Yaudan, followed by Abbas Mustan's moderately successful thriller Anabi, co-starring Akshay Kumar, Bobby Deol and Bipasha Basu. Later that year, she appeared in Santosh Sivan's period epic Asoka, a partly fictionalized account of the life of the Indian emperor of the same name. Featured opposite Shah Rukh Khan, Kapoor found herself challenged playing the complex personality of her character Kawaki, a Kalingan princess, with whom Ashoka falls in love. Asoka was screened at the Venice and 2001 Toronto International Film Festivals, and received generally positive reviews internationally but failed to do well in India, which was attributed by critics to the way Ashoka was portrayed. Jeff Weiss of the Deseret News described Kapoor as riveting and commended her screen presence. Rediff.com, however, was more critical, concluding that her presence in the film was primarily used for aesthetic purposes. At the 47th Filmfare Awards, Asoka was nominated for 5 awards including a Best Actress nomination for Kapoor. A key point in Kapoor's career came when she was cast by Karan Johar as Pooja, a good-natured, superficial girl, in the 2001 melodrama Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham. Alongside an ensemble cast. Filming the big-budget production was a new experience for Kapoor, and she recalls it fondly. It was great fun doing the film and we had a blast. Working with the unit and the 6 megastar set was a dream come true. Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham was an immensely popular release, finishing as India's second highest grossing film of the year and Kapoor's highest grossing film to that point. It also became one of the biggest Bollywood success of all time in the overseas market, earning over $1 billion, $16 million worldwide. Tarun Adarsh described Kapoor as one of the main highlights of the film, and she received her second Filmfare nomination for the role, her first for Best Supporting Actress, as well as nominations at the International Indian Academy, IIFA, and Screen Awards. Box Office India reported that the success of Mujhe Chiku Kena Hai and Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham established Kapoor as a leading actress of Hindi cinema, and Rediff.com published that with Asoka she had become the highest paid Indian actress to that point, earning $15,230,000 per film. 31. During 2002 and 2003, Kapoor continued to work in a number of projects but experienced a setback. All 6 films in which she starred, Mujhe Dosti Ke Roj, Jina Surf Medley, Taloish, The Hunt Begins, Kushi, Main Prem Kitawani Hun, and the 4-hour war epic LOC Kargil, were critically and commercially unsuccessful. Critics described her performances in these films as variations of the same character she played in Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham, and expressed concern that she was becoming typecast. Professional expansion, 2004-06. By 2004, Kapoor was keen on broadening her range as an actress and thus decided to portray more challenging roles. Under the direction of Sudhir Mishra, Kapoor played the role of the golden-hearted prostitute in Shameli, a film relating the story of a young prostitute who meets with a widowed investment banker, played by Rahul Bose. When Kapoor was initially offered the film, she refused it, explaining that she would be uncomfortable in the role. She relented when Mishra approached her for the second time, and in preparation for the role, visited several of Mumbai's red light districts at night to study the mannerisms of sex workers and the way they dressed. Shameli was well received by critics, and the film marked a significant turning point in her career, earning Kapoor special jury recognition at the 49th Filmfare Awards. India Times praised her intuitive brilliance and stated that she had exceeded all expectations. Rediff.com, however, found her portrayal unconvincing and excessively stereotypical, describing her as sounding more like a teenager play acting than a brash, hardened streetwalker, and comparing her mannerisms to a caricature. Kapoor next co-starred in Mani Ratnam's bilingual project Yuva alongside Ajay Devgan, Abhishek Bachchan, Vivek Oberoi, Rani Mukherjee and Esha Deol. The film, consisting of 3 chapters, tells the story of 6 individuals linked by a car accident. Kapoor is featured in the 3rd chapter as Oberoi's love interest, Meera, a witty young woman. In a Times of India review, film critic Subhash K. Jha described her role as fey and insubstantial, but further stated that she turns these character traits to her own advantage to create a girl who is at once enigmatic and all there. She then appeared alongside Amitabh Bachchan and Fardeen Khan in Govind Nihalani's critically acclaimed film Dev, which revolved around the 2002 Hindu-Muslim riots in the Indian state of Gujarat. Kapoor's role was that of a Muslim victim named Alia, modelled after Zahra Sheikh, a key witness in Vadodara's Best Bakery case. It earned her a Filmfare Critics Award for Best Actress and nominations for Best Actress at various award ceremonies. Tarun Adarsh described her as first-rate and in particular noted her scene with Bachchan's character. Kareena Kapoor and Shahid Kapoor pose for the camera, pictured with co-actor Shahid Kapoor at the audio release of 36 Chinatown in 2006. During the filming of Fida, the actress began a romantic relationship with Kapoor, whom she later described as having a major positive influence in my life. Shortly afterwards, Kapoor was cast for the first time as a villain in the thriller Fida. Set against the backdrop of the Mumbai underworld, the film follows the story of an online heist in which her character, Neha Mehra, becomes involved. Although the film was unsuccessful at the box office, Kapoor received positive reviews for her performance, and some critics noted a distinct progression from her earlier roles. Her subsequent releases that year included Abbas Mustan's thriller Atriyas and Priyadarshan's comedy Halchal, both of which were successful at the Indian box office. Following the success of her last 2 releases, she was cast as the protagonist of the 2005 drama Bhuva. The feature received mostly negative reviews, and Kapoor's portrayal of Anjali Sahai, an unfaithful woman, was not well received. Nikat Kazmi of India Times believed that to become a serious actress, Kapoor was embodying a mature, more jaded character beyond her years in Bhuva. That same year, she starred in the romantic dramas Kyan Ki and Dosti, Friends Forever, both of which underperformed at the box office. However, Kapoor's performance in Kyan Ki was generally well received by critics, with the BBC describing her as a pure natural. In 2006, Kapoor appeared in 3 films. She first starred in the thriller 36 Chinatown, followed by the comedy Chup Chup Ki. Both were moderately successful. She next portrayed the character of Desdemona in Omkara, the Hindi adaptation of William Shakespeare's Othello. The film, directed by Vishal Bardwell, is a tragedy of sexual jealousy set against the backdrop of the political system in Uttar Pradesh. Describing Bardwell as a world-class director with a unique style, Kapoor was cast in the project after the director had seen her performance in Yuva, and was subsequently required to attend script reading sessions along with the entire cast. The feature premiered at the 2006 Cannes Film Festival and was screened at the Cairo International Film Festival. Omkara was received positively by critics, and Kapoor's portrayal earned her a fourth Filmfare Award and first Screen Award. In a 2010 retrospective of the top 80 iconic performances of Hindi cinema, Filmfare wrote that she was brilliant and praised her ability to effortlessly convey the various emotions her character went through. Kapoor considered her role in Omkara as a new benchmark in her career, and compared her portrayal of Dolly with her own evolving maturity as a woman. Following Omkara, Kapoor took a short break from acting, as she felt that nothing challenging enough for me to say yes. In an interview with the Times of India, Kapoor commented, "In my initial years in the industry, I pushed myself to do a lot of work because I was greedy. I did some films, which I now regret, purely for the money. Today, I want to do selective films." Later that year, she appeared briefly in one of the year's biggest hits, the foreign actor action thriller Dawn, a remake of the 1978 film of the same name. Widespread success, 2007-11. Kareena Kapoor and Saif Ali Khan being interviewed, Kapoor with husband Saif Ali Khan at the 53rd Filmfare Awards in 2008. Following her breakup with Shahid Kapoor, there was speculation in the media that she was dating Khan, who later confirmed their relationship at the 2007 Lakham Fashion Week. Kapoor returned to film as the female protagonist Kate Dillon, a vivacious Sikh girl with a zest for life, in the romantic comedy Jab We Met, 2007. Director Imtiaz Ali was not a well-known figure before its production, with only one feature credit to his name, but Kapoor agreed to the film after being impressed with his mind-blowing script. Featured opposite Shahid Kapoor, the film relates the story of two people with contrasting personalities who meet on a train and eventually fall in love. The film was received favorably by critics and became successful at the box office with gross earnings of $303 million. $4.7 million. Kapoor won several awards for her performance, including her second Screen Award and the Filmfare Award for Best Actress. Jaspreet Pandya of the BBC commented that the role required a mixture of naivety and spontaneity, and was impressed with Kapoor's effort. The critic Rajiv Masan labelled her the film's biggest strength, as she brings alive her character with not just those smart lines, but with the kind of candor actors seldom invest in their work. While shooting for Jab We Met, Kapoor and Shahid ended their 3-year relationship. When asked by Mumbai Mirror, she stated, "I hold him in utmost regard, and I hope one day we could be good friends. He is a great guy." The following year, Kapoor co-starred in Vijay Krishna Acharya's action thriller Tashin, where she met her future husband and actor Saif Ali Khan. Although a poll, conducted by Bollywood Hungama, named it the most anticipated release of the year, the film underperformed at the box office, grossing $279 million, $4.3 million, in India. After providing her voice for the character of Leela, the love interest of a street dog named Romeo, in the Yash Raj films and Walt Disney Pictures animated film Roadside Romeo, Kapoor played a mistrustful wife who believed her husband was unfaithful in Rohit Shetty's comedy Golmaal Returns. A sequel to the 2006 film Golmaal, Fun Unlimited, the film had an ambivalent reception from critics, and Kapoor received mixed reviews. The Indian Express believed the screenplay was derivative, concluding, "There is nothing particularly new about a suspicious wife keeping tabs on her husband, and there is nothing particularly new in the way Kareena plays it." Golmaal Returns was a financial success with global revenues of $793 million, $12 million. In 2009, Kapoor was cast as Simriti Rai, a surgeon who moonlights as a model, in Sabir Khan's Battle of the Sexes comedy Comeback ISHQ, opposite Akshay Kumar. Set in Los Angeles, it was the first Indian film to be shot at Universal Studios and featured cameo appearances by Hollywood actors. The film was poorly received by critics but became an economic success, earning over $840 million, $13 million, worldwide. A review in Times of India described Kapoor's performance as a complete letdown and unconvincing. The box office flop made our Mrs. Khanna came next, following which she played the leading lady in the dramatic thriller Kurban, alongside Saif Ali Khan and Vivek Oberoi. The film, which marked the directorial debut of Rensoul Silva, featured Kapoor as Vanika Ahuja, a woman who was confined to house arrest after discovering that her husband is a terrorist. Describing the film as an emotionally draining experience, Kapoor explained that it was difficult to disconnect from her character. The film was critically praised, and Kapoor received her fourth Filmfare Best Actress nomination. Gaurav Malani of the Economic Times commented that after a long time the actress was given a role of substance that brings her performing potential to the fore, while Subhash K. Jha described it as her most consistently pitched performance to date, played with splendid sensitivity and credit. Kapoor's second Filmfare nomination that year came for Rajkumar Hirani's National Film Award-winning 3 Idiots, a film loosely based on the novel 5 Someone by Shaitan Bhagat, co-starring alongside Amir Khan, Armadavan and Sharman Joshi. Kapoor played Pia, a medical student and Khan's love interest. Several actresses were considered for the role, though Kapoor was eventually cast under the recommendation of Khan. The film received critical acclaim and emerged as the highest-grossing Bollywood film of all time up until then, grossing $2.03 billion, $32 million in India. It also did well internationally, earning over $1.08 billion, $17 million, the second biggest Bollywood success ever in the overseas market. The Deccan Herald opined that Kapoor brings a dollop of sunshine and feminine grace to an otherwise masculine tale. She is so spunky and spontaneous you wish there was room for more of her. 3 Idiots received several Best Movie recognitions at major Indian award functions, and Kapoor was awarded the IIFA Award for Best Actress, among others. This is a demo of voice text TTS. Kapoor at the premiere of 3 Idiots in 2009. It remains one of her highest-grossing films to date. In 2010, Kapoor appeared in the romantic comedy Melange Melange, a production delayed since 2005. The feature garnered negative reviews and poor box office returns. Kapoor's role was small, and not well received. She next starred alongside Kajol and Arjun Rampal in We Are Family, an official adaptation of the Hollywood tearjerker Stepmom, 1998, from director Siddharth Malhotra. Kapoor played the role of the career-oriented Shreya Arora, a character originally played by Julia Roberts, and refrained from watching the film again so she could bring her own interpretation to it. Priyanka Roy of The Telegraph criticized the film for being superficial and unnecessarily melodramatic, but praised Kapoor for breathing life and a newfound maturity into what is largely a unidimensional character. We Are Family emerged a moderate success and Kapoor was awarded the Best Supporting Actress at the 56th Filmfare Awards. At the end of the year, she reunited with director Rohit Shetty for Golmaal 3, a sequel to Golmaal Returns. Like its predecessor, the film received mixed reviews though emerged as the most successful entry in the Golmaal series, earning more than $1 billion, $16 million, domestically. For her portrayal of the tomboy taboo, Kapoor received Best Actress nominations at various award ceremonies including Filmfare. Kapoor had further success in 2011 as the love interest of Salman Khan's character in the romantic drama Bodyguard, a remake of the 2010 Malayalam film of the same name. The film was not well received by critics, though became a financial success, with a domestic total of $1.4 billion, $22 million, India's highest-earning film of the year. A review in Mint dismissed Kapoor's role as the sacrificial, ornamental submissive female. Midday referred to her as bright, arguing that she actually manages to bring her caricature of a role alive. She next appeared in a Nabhav Sinha science fiction film Rawan with Shah Rukh Khan and Arjun Rampal. Made on a budget of $1.5 billion, $23 million, India's most expensive film at the time, the film follows the story of a London-based video game designer creating a villainous character who escapes into the real world. Despite negative media coverage of the film's box office performance, Rawan became one of the biggest earners of the year with a worldwide total of over $2.4 billion, $37 million, and Kapoor's fourth major commercial success in 2 consecutive years. Marriage and Decrease in Workload, 2012-15, Kapoor followed her success in Bodyguard and Rawan with a role in Shagun Bachra's directorial debut Ek Main Aur Ek 2, 2012, opposite Imran Khan. Set in Las Vegas, the romantic comedy follows the story of 2 strangers who get married one night after getting drunk. She played Rihanna Braganza, a carefree young woman, and was particularly drawn to the qualities of her character. Rihanna knows what she is doing. Even though she does not have a house or a job, "She is a positive person very similar to the way I am." The film received positive reviews and was an economic success, grossing a total of $530 million, $8.2 million in India and abroad. The Hollywood Reporter found her endearingly natural. Sukanya Verma of Rediff.com asserted that after doing ornamental roles in films like Bodyguard and Rawan, it is nice to see the spunky actress in her element again since Jab We Met. She next appeared in Agent Vinod, an espionage thriller directed by Sriram Raghavan. Kapoor was enthusiastic about the project, but it met with a tepid response and she was described as miscast. When asked why she had taken the role, Kapoor described it as an opportunity to attempt something she had never done before. For her next feature, Kapoor was cast as the protagonist of Matar Bhandarkar's Heroine, a drama revolving around the Bollywood film industry. Originally the first choice for the role, Kapoor was hesitant to take on the project when Bhandarkar approached her with the film's initial concept. With reservations about the criticism her character might evoke, she was replaced by Aishwarya Rai days after production began. Rai left the film, due to her pregnancy, and Bhandarkar reapproached Kapoor with the film. When the director reinforced his faith in her, she agreed to do the film after having read the completed script. Kapoor, who described her character of Maggie Arora, a fading star, as bipolar and schizophrenic, refrained from taking on any other projects, since she found Heroine very aggressive and tiring. Reviewers found the film to be drably monotonous, but noted that it was watchable primarily due to Kapoor's performance. Rajiv Masan described it as a deliciously camp performance, played with utmost sincerity. Bollywood Hungama opined that it was her best work to date and concluded that her character is inconsistent. Kareena furnishes the heroine's character with a rare vulnerability and an exceptional inner life. At the annual Stardust Awards, Kapoor garnered the Editor's Choice for Best Actress, and received additional nominations at Filmfare, IIFA, Producers Guild, Screen and Stardust. Saif Ali Khan and Kareena Kapoor pose for the camera. Kapoor and Saif Ali Khan at the registry marriage ceremony in 2012. In a blog published by the Wall Street Journal, Rupa Subramani described the marriage as India's wedding and social event of the year. On October 16, 2012, Kapoor married actor Saif Ali Khan in a private ceremony in Bandra, Mumbai, and a reception was later held at the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel and the Lutyens Bungalow Zone in Mumbai and Delhi respectively. Kapoor stated that despite adding Khan to her name she would continue practicing Hinduism after her marriage at the end of the year. She co-starred alongside Amir Khan and Rani Mukherjee as the tantalizingly seductive prostitute Rosie, in Reema Khegte's crime mystery Talish, The Answer Lies Within. Set against the backdrop of Mumbai's red light districts, it follows the travails of its personnel and principal, Inspector Surjan Singh Shekhawat Khan, who was assigned the duty of solving a mysterious car accident. Prateen D. Gupta of The Telegraph found Kapoor to be a standout among the ensemble, adding that she brings an unseen mix of oomph and emotion that becomes the centerpiece. With global revenues of $1.74 billion, $27 million, the film emerged as a box office hit, and earned Kapoor Best Actress nominations at the Screen, Stardust and Zee Cine Award ceremonies. In 2013, Kapoor collaborated with Ajay Devgan for the fourth time, alongside Amitabh Bachchan, Arjun Rampal, Manu Bajaj and Amrita Rao, in Prakash Jha's Sadak Raya, an ensemble socio-political drama loosely inspired by social activist Anna Hazar's fight against corruption. In 2011 the film received little praise from critics and underperformed at the box office, earning $675 million, $10 million. Domestically, a review in the Daily News and Analysis noted that Kapoor's role as reporter Yasmin Ahmed was limited to mouthing a few important dialogues and being present in crucial scenes like any leading lady. Following an appearance in the poorly received romantic comedy Gori Tir Pyar Mein, 2013, Kapoor decreased her workload for the next 2 years to focus on her marriage and family. She took on smaller parts where she played the love interest of Ajay Devgan and Salman Khan in the drama Singham Returns, 2014, and Bajrangi Bhaijaan, 2015, respectively. Singham Returns served as a sequel to the 2011 film Singham, and Kapoor's role was written specifically for her by Rohit Shetty, the third time the pair collaborated. Reviews for the film were generally mixed, with Kapoor being criticized for taking a role of minimal importance, but the film was a financial success with a revenue of over $1.4 billion, $22 million US. Kabir Khan's Bajrangi Bhaijaan emerged as India's highest-earning film of the year, grossing a total of $3.20 billion, $50 million US, and earned the National Film Award for Best Popular Film, providing wholesome entertainment at the 63rd National Film Awards. Motherhood and recent work. 2016-present. In 2016, Kapoor took on a starring role opposite Arjun Kapoor in Ki and Ka, a romantic comedy about gender stereotypes from the writer-director R. Balki. She was cast as the ambitious and career-oriented Kia Bansal, and was particularly drawn to the project for its relevance and novel concept. Critics were divided in their opinion of the film, but it emerged a financial success, grossing over $1 billion, $16 million US, worldwide. Meena Iyer of the Times of India mentioned Kapoor as terrific, and Sukanya Verma considered the actress to be the film's prime asset, noting her ease at smoothly transitioning between fragile and volatile to reveal a woman comfortable in her own skin, unapologetic about living life on her terms and never missing an occasion to mince words. Kareena Kapoor and Alia Bhatt posing together. Kapoor with co-star Alia Bhatt at a promotional event for Udda Punjab in 2016. Kapoor next played the role of Dr. Preet Sawhney in Abhishek Chaubey's critically acclaimed Udda Punjab, 2016, a crime drama that documents the substance abuse endemic in the Indian state of Punjab. Co-starring alongside Shahid Kapoor, Alia Bhatt and Diljit Dosanjh, Kapoor was initially reluctant to do the film due to the length of her role, but agreed after having read the completed script and waived half of her fees to star in it. Udda Punjab generated controversy when the Central Board of Film Certification deemed that the film represented Punjab in a negative light and demanded extensive censorship before its theatrical release. The Bombay High Court later cleared the film for exhibition with one scene cut. Edif.com stated that despite being the narrative's most conventional character, the film greatly relies on for warmth and virtue, and Meghalas Thakur of the Deccan Chronicle wrote that she was successful and delivered a strong and hard-hitting performance. For her performance, Kapoor received a nomination for Best Supporting Actress at the Filmfare and Zee Award ceremonies. This is a demo of voice text TTS. On December 20, 2016, Kapoor gave birth to her son, Taimur Ali Khan Patadi, at Breach Candy Hospital in Mumbai. Upcoming projects. In August 2017, Kapoor will commence filming Shashanka Ghosh's Verdi Wedding, a romantic comedy co-starring Sonam Kapoor, Swara Bhaskar and Shikotal Sania. She has also committed to star in Karan Johar's as yet untitled comedy drama. Other ventures, clothing line and publication. Kareena Kapoor smiling at the camera. Kapoor at an event for Globus in 2008. Alongside her acting work, Kapoor has established a career as a designer and an author. During her 5-year association with the retail chain Globus, Kapoor became the first Indian actress to launch her own line of clothing for women. She described the collaboration as being special and reflective of my personal sense of style. Her collection made its debut several months later in stores across India, and was well received. Following the end of her contract with Globus, she expressed a desire to work with a design house to release her clothing line internationally, but later explained that those plans were on hold. In 2009, Kapoor collaborated with nutritionist Rojuta Diwakar on Don't Lose Your Mind, Lose Your Weight, a book which focused on the principles of healthy eating habits. Published by Random House Publications, the book was well received by critics, and sold 10,000 copies within its first 20 days. A follow-up titled, Women and the Weight Loss Tamasha, was released 2 years later. It addressed the weight loss concerns and eating habits of women in various parts of their life, and featured Kapoor in a voice-over for the audiobook. In February 2013, Kapoor released her autobiographical memoir, The Style Diary of a Bollywood Diva. Co-authored alongside Rochelle Pinto, it became the first book to be launched under the Shabadi imprint of Penguin Books, a set of series that included celebrity memoirs, guides and biographies. In a review published by Mint, Shefali Vasudev criticized the writing style as too breezy, but further stated that it is a well-produced book, reproducing chirpy little post-it notes and diet charts, punctuated with Bebo's stunning pictures from her private albums to fashion magazine covers. Later that year, she collaborated with Diwakar for the third time on the Indian food wisdom and the art of eating right, a documentary film about nutrition. Philanthropy. During her years in the film industry, Kapoor has been actively involved in promoting children's education and the safety of women. In June 2010, she took part in the international campaign One Goal Education for All, and was appointed ambassador for the Shakti campaign, a project launched by NDTV to combat violence against women, in commemoration of the 100th anniversary of International Women's Day. 2 years later, Kapoor launched Channel V's anti-rape mobile app Vidhu. She stated that with an increasing amount of violence against women in India, it was important for actors to stand up for issues because they can reach out to a lot of people. In January 2014, Kapoor began working with UNICEF to advocate the education of girls and increase quality-based education in India. Speaking of her association, she expressed hope in creating places where children feel safe and secure, and where interactive and creative tools are used to ensure that children are happy and learning. During the first year, Kapoor visited schools in the states of Rajasthan and Maharashtra where she interacted with students and participated in fundraising events hosted by the Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya organization in the Jalna district. Along with UNICEF India's Goodwill Ambassador, Sharmila Tagore, Kapoor hosted a charity dinner to help raise awareness for the development of underprivileged kids, and launched the Child-Friendly School and Systems (CFSS) package. She later donated an equivalent amount of the funds raised during a joint initiative by UNICEF and Groupon for a higher quality learning environment in Indian schools. The following year, she awarded 31 students and 5 teachers for their contribution towards the field of education in Chhattisgarh at the concluding ceremony of Child Rights Protection Week. Also that year, Kapoor provided a voiceover for the documentary film Girl Rising, Wo Padhaji, Wo Adeji She Will Learn, She Will Fly for the organization of the same name, and produced a documentary on women's empowerment. In June 2016, she spoke at an event organized by UNICEF in Lucknow to promote menstrual hygiene management. Additionally, Kapoor has made public appearances to support other charitable organizations. She performed at a fundraiser for the World Youth Peace Summit in November 2003, and participated in a concert to raise money for victims of the 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami. She visited Indian Jawans, troops, in Rajasthan, for a special Holy Weekend episode of NDTV's reality show Hai Jawan. In 2010, Kapoor adopted the village of Shanderi in Madhya Pradesh as part of NDTV's Greenathon campaign, to provide the village with a regular supply of electricity. 4 years later, she participated in a campaign to raise awareness on hunger and malnutrition in the world and made donations to the Kashmir flood relief. In September 2016, Kapoor attended the inaugural of Global Cities in India, a joint initiative by the music festival of the same name and the Global Education and Leadership Foundation. Stage performances: Kareena Kapoor performing dance on a stage, alongside a group of performers, Kapoor performing at Temptation Reloaded in 2008. Kapoor has participated in several stage shows and world tours since 2002. Her first tour, Heartthrobs, Live in Concert, 2002, with Hrithik Roshan, Karisma Kapoor, Arjun Rampal and Aftab Shivdasani, was successful in the United States and Canada. At the end of that year, she performed with several other Bollywood stars at Kings Park Stadium in Durban, South Africa in the show Now or Never. 4 years later, Kapoor returned to the stage with 6 other Bollywood celebrities in the successful Rockstars Concert World Tour. The concert was originally scheduled to commence in April 2006, but was postponed due to the arrest of Salman Khan. It later began the following month and was staged in 19 cities across the United Kingdom, the United States and Canada. In 2008, Kapoor performed in Shah Rukh Khan's Temptation Reloaded 2008, a series of concerts in a number of countries. The show, which also featured Arjun Rampal, Katrina Kaif, Ganesh Hanged, Javed Ali and Anusha Dandekar, debuted at the Ahoy Rotterdam venue in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. Several months later she again joined Khan, Rampal and Kaif to perform for an audience of 15,000 at Dubai's Festival City Arena. Public image and character: known for her nonchalant relationship with the media, Kapoor has gained a reputation for discussing her private life with no reservations. As a child she regularly attended award ceremonies and events with her family, and would also accompany Karisma on set during filming. 3. In an interview with Filmfare, She explained that growing up in a film family helped her develop a sense of professionalism and dedication towards her craft. Kapoor's private life has been the subject of media attention in India, with frequent press coverage of her weight and relationship with actor Saif Ali Khan. A couple, dubbed Saifina by the entertainment media, has been one of the country's most reported celebrity stories since 2007, and Kapoor gave birth to their son Taimur on December 20, 2016. Kareena Kapoor stands beside her wax sculpture, Kapoor with her wax sculpture at Madame Tussauds. As one of her most distinctive physical features, Kapoor's lips have been identified by the Indian media as her trademark. While a segment of the press has described Kapoor as friendly and extremely close to her family, others have criticized her for being arrogant and vain, an image she gained in the wake of her superficial character, Pooh, in Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham. 2001. She subsequently featured in films portraying similar characters, and this further established her off- and on-screen persona. Before the release of Shameli, 2004, in which she played a sex worker, Kapoor stated that there is a certain image that people identify you with always follows you whichever role you play. I am trying to transgress this image and become more screen-friendly than image-friendly. Shameli helped Kapoor reinvent her on-screen persona, and she later explained that her honesty and openness was often perceived by the media as arrogance. Kapoor is also known for her assertive and moody nature, and her outspoken views and independence have been singled out for making major contributions to her career. They add to her superstar aura. In an early interview, she confessed to being an introvert, yet extremely candid and blunt, reasoning, "Total faith and complete belief in myself is my attitude towards life, films and virtually everything else. I am all about doing what I feel is right. It is not easy to pin me down as I can be a bundle of contradictions." Journalist Subhash Kejha explained that while this approach has sometimes been at the cost of professional opportunities, it makes her such a favorite among the generation that believes in self-regard being the highest form of creativity. She lives for the moment and crams all her intensity into it, not sparing a single thought for what is gone and what is waiting around the corner. Meanwhile, Anu Ahuja suggested that Kapoor's demeanor is an act. She's cold and unapproachable so that no one will act funny with her. Today, Kapoor is considered as one of the most popular Bollywood celebrities in India. Her look and performances have established her as a style icon for young women. In a 2009 poll conducted by the newspaper Daily News and Analysis, Kapoor was voted one of India's most popular icons. With her partner Saif Ali Khan, she was listed amongst the top celebrity endorsers for brands and products worldwide. She became the only Indian actress to be featured on CNN's list of Who Mattered Most in India, and was later selected by Verve for its list of the country's most powerful women from 2008 to 2013. In June 2010, Kapoor was named India's most beautiful woman by the Indian edition of People magazine. Eastern Eye and Indian Maxim named her as Asia's sexiest woman and India's hottest woman in 2011 and 2012 respectively. Thank you for using voice text. You need to contact our sales support team to obtain a valid verification file. The following year, she was selected by India Today for its list of the country's most influential women. From 2012-16, Kapoor has featured on Forbes India Celebrity 100, a list based on the income and popularity of India's celebrities, peaking at the 7th position in 2012 with an estimated annual earning of $735 million, $11 million. Performances, Technique and Analysis, a handprint of Kareena Kapoor. On March 28, 2012, Kapoor inaugurated the Bollywood Walk of the Stars where she received a handprint of her own. According to media reports, Kapoor relies on her instincts and spontaneity as an actor. She is known to commit heavily to each role, and refrains from rehearsing for a project. Commenting on this, director Rajkumar Hirani said, "I usually have the habit of conducting rehearsals for my actors, but she insisted on not having them as it would affect her spontaneity. She really surprised me with a couple of emotional scenes which we canned in just one take." Karan Johar described Kapoor as a natural, explaining that she has no craft, grammar or process attached to her acting. It is a great sense of cinema that can keep her going. According to Renzold Silva, who directed her in Kirtan, Kareena is instinctive and has emotional intelligence. She absorbs the situation and performs accordingly. Discussing the scene, in fact, harms her. While discussing her career highlights in a 2010 article, Rediff.com noted, even though a lot of her starring roles have been forgettable, a look at her filmography now, however, would show a more thoughtful selection of roles playing to her strengths. Her portrayal of a series of superficial characters at the start of her career were criticized. Film historian Jayan Prakash explained that these roles tended to infantilize her, packaging her as daddy's little girl, all bubble and no fizz. Critics noted Shameli, 2004, as her coming of age, claiming that a new actor in her was discovered following her portrayal of a variety of character types in Shameli, Dev, 2004, Omkara, 2006, and Jab We Met, 2007. Kapoor was noted for her versatility. In 2010, Filmfare magazine included 2 of her performances, from Omkar and Jab We Met, in its list of 80 iconic performances. India Today labeled her the most versatile female lead in the industry, noting that she plays her roles with trademark spunk. Manjula Sen of The Telegraph wrote that although she has the worst success ratio among her contemporaries, it does not affect her marketability. Sen further explained that Kapoor's strength lies in her being versatile. She is effortlessly honest in her performances. It is a candor that spills over in her personal conduct. Writing for CNN News 18, Rituparna Chatterjee spoke of her transformation to date. FDR 40 films and 10 years of fighting off competition from some of the most versatile actors of her generation, Kareena has matured into a bankable actor, reinventing herself with surprising ease. In 2004, Kapoor placed 3rd on Rediff's list of top Bollywood female stars. She was later ranked 7th and 5th in 2005 and 2006, respectively, and returned to 3rd place in 2007. In January 2011, Kapoor placed 4th on Rediff's list of top 10 actresses of 2000 to 2010. Accolades, main article, list of awards and nominations received by Kareena Kapoor. Kapoor has received 6 Filmfare Awards out of 10 nominations. For her role in Refugee, Kapoor was awarded the Best Female Debut in 2000. She earned a special jury recognition for Shameli, 2003, and 2 Critics Award for Best Actress for Dev, 2004, and Omkara, 2006. Kapoor later received the Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress for Jab We Met, 2007, and We Are Family, 2010, respectively. Thank you for watching the video. Click on subscribe to watch the next video.